Stupid entitled mother gets Welder's Flash. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Welder's Flash is when someone looks at a welding arc without proper protection. It's about one of the most painful experiences you can endure. This is because, essentially, you're holding the sun when welding. The arc burns brighter than the sun. So if your eyes hurt looking at the sun, imagine looking at it up close. By the way, I'm on phone, so sorry for any typos and grammatical mistakes. I'm also going to leave out some specifics because this went on the news and I still want to keep my privacy. Our cast are me, which means my elephant, obviously, EM, entitled mum, M, manager, CS, customer service. Front of house, basically. Some more background info. I work at a mechanic shop for cars. Welding is my job and I do it for mostly fender benders and whatnot. And I have a room big enough for 4 cars with a garage door and it has walls to prevent injury. The only window is in the door, but it has a special filter on it so you can look through without being blinded. And I'm just the welder, so a lot of this story is from my co-workers. Now to the story! The entitled mother had gotten a serious fender bender on a Toyota and it needed to be fixed. However, we were dealing with 2 other fender benders at that time too. We told her it would be done in 6 days. What? I have a job and kids to care for! Can't you do it in 2 days? Sorry, entitled mother, but welding takes some time. We had to do 2 other cars before yours. But I'm pregnant! I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Entitled mother leaves us the car and walks out. Until 2 days later, when she comes back. Is my car done yet? No, I told you 6 days. Nonsense! You guys just take too long because you want more money. The entitled mother goes into the back garage. Hey, you're not allowed to go in there.
Hey, what's going on? Why are you back here, entitled mother? I'm here to get my car. It's dangerous back here. You could get hurt.
Entitled mother ignores what he said and rushes over to see her car still not fixed. It's been 2 days! Why isn't it done? Like I explained, it takes a while for welding. Entitled mother looks at the car I finished the day before. You finished this piece of crap before my Highlander! To be fair, it was a really bad car. I want to speak to the manager. I am the manager. You? I want to speak with your fixing guy. I'll make him work. You can't. He's in there welding. Yes, I can. I'm pregnant. She opens the door to the welding room when it clearly says, "Do not enter. Welding inside can cause serious injuries." She opened it and had to walk around to the front of the car to see me, and then I heard a blood-curdling scream. I stop immediately, and once there was no light, my co-workers came in. Entitled mother was rolling on the floor crying and screaming in agony. We called her husband, who came immediately from work, and he took her to the hospital. He called us on the phone to ask what happened, and we told him everything. He came in with a lawyer friend to check security cameras, but found that we did nothing wrong. We aren't going to press charges because she definitely learned her lesson and it cost her a lot for eye surgery. So now entitled mother has Welder's Flash, and the only way to fix it is several eye surgeries that may not work completely. I know because my uncle got it once and the left side of his left eye is forever fogged with an orange-brownish color, so he tells me. Sorry it was long. If you have any questions about welding or whatnot, just put it in the comments. Edit. Yeah, so apparently the entitled mother got my contact info from the shop. So, if I'm asked about anything or whatnot, I was given advice and I'm gonna have to delete this. Our next story was posted by user Shy Girl Turned Sassy, titled, Update. You're going on vacation? Take my kids with you. So yeah, this is an update to the original post, which is in a few videos back. Let's go. This is the follow-up on the crazy cousin story. This morning, my boyfriend and I were on FaceTime with his sister. She told us all about what went down on the Karen front after the boyfriend and I left. Apparently, Crazy Cousin had gone crying to her father and a few other relatives, including the boyfriend's sister, to complain about how my boyfriend and I set her up to be humiliated in front of her kids and how her kids are heartbroken. Boyfriend's sister simply hung up on her. The other relatives either laughed it off or tried to explain to her why she was in the wrong, all except her father. Her dad had the gall to go to the boyfriend's parents' house and yell at them for making his daughter and his grandkids cry. He whined on about how they had raised my boyfriend and sister to be selfish, how they needed to start acting like a family, and a whole bunch of other nonsense. At first, my boyfriend's dad tried to stay calm and explain to his brother what actually happened, but as it turned out, boyfriend's uncle's logic receptors had stopped functioning a long time ago. He continued to whine and demanded that my boyfriend fulfill his promise of paying for his daughter's family weekend in Mount Abu. Our next story was posted by user Master Inferno Brine, titled, "Entitled Mother Tries to Take My Toy for Her Son. Doesn't believe me when I say it's $70. Gets owned by anime fan." Just happened today, so details are fresh in my mind. The cast are me, Master Inferno Brine, Entitled Mother, Entitled Kid, EAF, the epic anime fam, and Nico, my Nico Yazawa Nendoroid. Here's a little backstory. I am a huge fan of anime Love, Live, and have ordered a Nico Yazawa Nendoroid 3 weeks ago, and it arrived yesterday. I took it to school today to flex it on my friends, and so left school feeling happy. Now, to get home from my school, you've got to take a bus to the interchange from where you can take the MRT or the LRT. I take the LRT, and you can see from the picture it's rather small. The LRTs are quite crowded at this time. I get on the LRT, find a seat, and take out my Nendoroid. It is really cute, so I just look at it. Here's where the fun starts. Enter the woman of the hour, the entitled mother, accompanied by her charming baby boy, Entitled Kid. Side note, Entitled Mother's English isn't that good, so I fill in and take out words where I find necessary. Entitled Kid immediately starts bawling because of how crowded the LRT was. The entitled mother was trying to calm him down, but nothing was working. She gave him Oreos, which he tossed away. She gave him her phone, which he also tossed on the ground. Now, I was observing this kid for a while, and I was feeling positively sorry for the woman, until Nico-chan caught his eye. He was immediately silent, arms stretching for Nico. I knew what he was up to, and hid Nico in my jacket pocket. Not before the entitled mother saw, though. Side note, the entitled kid started whining as soon as I kept it. And she says, "What's that?" She was not being rude yet, as most Asians don't use terms that may allow them to seem Western, me being the exception. "Pardon me? What did you just keep?" Me knowing that my cover was blown, goes, "Oh, this? This is just my new toy." As soon as I took it out, the entitled kid was silent again, arms stretching for Nico. She notices this and says, "Can you give it to my boy?" "What, my toy? No, I'm sorry, but this cost me $70 online." This was true, as they stopped making them around 4 years ago. "Don't lie to me. Anyway, just give it to him for a while only, he won't break it." Me, remembering the entitled kid's tendency to throw stuff, says, "No, I'm sorry. This really was $70. I waited 3 weeks for it, and I'm not going to give it to you because your son will throw it." At this point, the entitled mother is turning red. Asian parents are easy to annoy. "Stop lying! Is this how you talk to your parents?" The entitled kid, who was still reaching for Nico as we were talking, started bawling immediately as his mummy started shouting, "Look what you've done! You made him cry!" I roll my eyes and cross the compartment to sit on the other side. But as I'm walking, this charming woman grabs my backpack by the handle on the top, which they all have. "Give my boy your toy now!" Enter EAF, a tall teenage girl in the 9th grade. We talked later on. She's also my hero. "Let go of him! Now! He's not lying! The toy really is the price he said it was. It is a limited edition toy, and if your son breaks it, you will have to pay this boy the full money, judging by how you look." the woman was wearing very old clothes. You won't be able to afford the half the price. Now leave MIB alone, or I'll call the police on you. The entitled mother looked stunned. Her face was red. She stormed off the LRT at the next stop, muttering angrily about young people these days, while I just stood there with a crap-eating grin on my face. Turns out, EAF was also a Love Live fan. We talked for a while before my stop came. It was the next stop, and I thanked her for helping me out for that one. She said it was no big deal, so I went home and sat down at my computer to type this. P.S. EAF reminded me of Ellie Ayase, cause like Ellie, she took no crap. And P.P.S. I am aware that you can piece Nendoroids back together if their limbs pop out, but other damage can be done, like us not being able to find all the pieces. And edit, no, I didn't exchange contact details with her. We had less than 30 seconds to chat, my stop was literally next, and I have a crush at my own school. Please stop telling me to ask her out or marry her or anything like that. Good to know I have your support though. Our next story was posted by user Relly Eat Crap, titled, Entitled Teacher and Mother Take My Phone Because Her Daughter Needs It. First of all, English is not my native language. This happened in April this year in Serbia, believe it or not. Karens also exist in Serbia and other Balkan countries. Now, the cast. Entitled Mother is also teacher, me, and P, principal, and F, friend. Alright, let's begin. It was a peaceful spring day. I am in school having my Serbian language class. We had a new teacher at the beginning of the 8th grade. My whole class hated her. She didn't pay much attention to us, and everyone was using their phone and stuff. She sees most of them, but ignores them most of the time. But she pays most of the attention to me and my friend, since we are messing in class often, and she'll warn us about every single thing we do. Example, I asked my friend if I can borrow her pencil. She warned me and threatened to send me to the principal. My friend moved his chair. It made some noise. She warned him. You know, you get the point. Now, one day I was using my phone like everyone else in our class. About 10 minutes passed, and eventually she saw me. Usually, when she takes someone else's phone, she gives them their phone at the end of the class. But when she saw me, oh crap. Here's how the conversation goes. The entitled mother goes, Mark! Not my real name. Are you using the phone in my class? No. I lied. How dare you lie to me? Give me that phone! So, I give her the phone, thinking she'll give it back to me at the end of class. After the class ends, I come to the entitled mother's desk and say, Can I have my phone back? So she goes, No! I will give your phone to my daughter. You don't need it. You have no right. Now give me my phone back or I'll call the principal. Call the principal. I'll tell him that you were using it in my class. Still though, you can't steal my phone like that. Oh yes I can. Grow up, stop whining. Here enters my friend to defend me. Entitled mother, you can't take his phone away. That is stealing someone else's property. And who are you to defend him? It was clear that he has been using it. That's what he deserves. Yeah, I also saw that you hate him the most. You also give the other students their phones back when you see them using it. At this point, the entitled mother leaves the classroom and goes to the teacher's room. I don't know how it's called in English, but here it is. Zbornica. I got annoyed by her behavior. During the break, I went to the principal with my friend. I kindly knock on the door. Here's how the conversation goes. Hello, MNF. What do you need? Good morning. I came here because entitled mother, the Serbian language teacher, she took my phone and won't give it back because her daughter needs it. I know, she usually gives it back to other students. And also, she hates Em and me the most and wants to ruin our grades in the most legit way possible. Interesting. Other students have also reported her for similar reason. I will talk to her, okay? Now, go back to your class. Thank you. At the end, P talked to entitled mother. She told him that we lied and that she never took my phone. I got called to the principal again. Entitled mother was in his office too. Entitled mother says that you lied and she didn't steal your phone. Why did you lie to me? My phone had the password, so I knew what to do. Okay, if she did not steal it, Mrs. Entitled Mother unlocked the phone. She was frozen, and she kept trying but failed. Entitled Mother, unlock the phone. Entitled Mother, of course, fails. So I say, give it to me, and I unlock it. The principal says, Entitled Mother, why did you take his phone? That's not his phone, it's mine! He's seen my password when I was unlocking it! Okay then, if it is your phone, then show me some of your pictures. The Entitled Mother opens the gallery, and the principal sees my pictures there. Mate, you take your phone and go back to classroom. Entitled Mother, we need to talk. After that, she was fired for stealing my phone and for harassing other students in the past. I have more entitled parent stories. Leave a comment if you liked this one. And our last story was posted by user Generic Bench, titled, I don't care that your foot is broken, my son is tired and he needs this wheelchair. Entitled Mother goes Super Saiyan. Hey y'all, so this happened a few days ago and I'm just now feeling decent enough to type it out for y'all. Not an Entitled Mother induced issue, just me being a sickie. So, I fly a lot. I've been surprised that the last couple of times I haven't encountered any entitled people or jerks. In fact, it went pretty smoothly. I thought, holy freak, the curse is lifted! But we wouldn't be here if that had stayed the case now, would we? A few weeks ago, I hurt my ankle doing some filming and have been ordered to wear a boot and take it easy while my leg heals. I've been trying because I thought it'd be better by now, but the healing process on the injury is a slow one. I arrived at the airport and opted for a wheelchair, given how much my foot was already hurting. I'm hobbling around in this giant boot, obviously injured, and now with a wheelchair. Probably best to leave me alone. Checking in and security go fine. Everyone oohs and ahs at my cat while I take him out and hold him so security can do their thing. I don't blame them. My first son is a stunner and a cuddle bug. As they're swiping me for bomb residue, I see a little kid between 4 and 7, I guess. I'm bad guessing ages of children. Nudge his mum and point at me. I think nothing of it and put my fur baby back in his carrier and hobble my butt back over to my wheelchair. We grab my bag and shoe and I pop the carrier on my lap and we're good to head to the gate. I make some conversation with the guy helping me out while I notice this kid and his mum also seem to have this gate. The guy helping me out finally parks me by my gate, and after petting my cat a bit, he heads off. Now, it's very crowded. I don't think there's an open seat near our gate at all. If you haven't traveled with a wheelchair assist before, usually one of two things will happen. Either they leave you in the wheelchair by the gate and you can walk into the plane with the rest of the passengers when it's time, or in some cases, they will directly wheel you to the plane door. This time, I was left by the gate. I put the carrier on the ground next to me and to make sure I have all my stuff from security. Eventually, I'm just fudging around on my phone and waiting for the flight when I feel a tap on my shoulder. So I pull off my headphones. It's the Entitled Mother, protector of entitlement, 27,000th of her name, mother of Karens, and harbinger of doom. Her crutch goblin next to her. He seems to be interested in my cat, so I watch him slightly to make sure he doesn't hurt him. I don't mind him looking and playing peekaboo though. Excuse me. Hi, my name is Karen. Not real name. Oh, hi Karen, how's it going? She looks shocked. First of all, I'd appreciate it if you'd call me ma'am or Miss Karen. Learn some manners. Okay, did you need something, Karen? I asked you once to just... Anyways, that's not important right now. I need you to get up. Surprised that she's dropped the ma'am thing. Maybe she really does need my help with something. Is everything okay? Did I get rolled onto some of your stuff? I can move the chair so you can look if you need. No, I don't need you to move the chair. I just need you out of the chair. May I ask why? Well, aside from the fact that an adult is asking you for something and you should do it, if you must know, my son is tired and he needs a place to sit. Skirt? Excuse the freak out of me. I'm not a child. I'm 25. I don't have to call her ma'am, and I certainly don't have to do what she says just because she's an adult. Obviously, I don't say that to her. I'm still respectful. Scoop! I start nervously laughing. A big mistake there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna stay in the chair.
You're laughing at my child's pain? What kind of trash are you?
Oh, no, sorry. You just caught me off guard. I thought you needed my help with something.
I do. I need you to get up so my baby can sit.
Well, as I said, I'll be staying in my chair. Maybe there's some seats in between the gates where you and your son could sit and wait?
But he's tired. It's too far to find empty seats. There's only some at the food court.
And I'm injured. It would also be too far for me to walk to the food court area, only to walk back 15 minutes later.
We saw you standing in security. You can stand. Here.
She hits the wall next to me for emphasis.
You have somewhere to lean, so give us the chair.
No, please leave me alone. I'll stay right here till it's my time to go inside.
Really? You won't help a poor child? You're heartless.
Sure, if you say so. So I put my headphones back in because this conversation is over. I'm done.
She huffs and puffs and grabs her kid
and walks away. The end. Just fudging kidding. Not 2 minutes later, as I'm minding my own business, engrossed in my phone and ignoring the outside world, I feel this tug on my boot, and then enormous pain going through my foot. What the freak? This kid is trying to climb onto me. He used my boot as a little step stool, almost, and tried to hop onto my lap. Obviously, the second I felt him on me, I pushed him off out of instinct. I'm not a fudging jungle gym. I pull out my headphones, and the kid is on the ground, crying in full tantrum mode. The entitled mother comes running and screaming, "How could I attack her child?" The flight attendant also saw the commotion and comes over to see what's wrong. Before I can say anything, the entitled mother is sobbing to her. "She hurt my baby! She attacked him! I want her off my flight! Oh, baby, are you okay?" She's talking to her kid now. "Mommy, she didn't let me sit. You told me she would let me sit on her lap. Tell her to let me sit, Mommy." "See what you did? Just give us this seat." As of right now, I'm still in my chair. Kid is on the ground. Entitled mother is practically trying to shove me out of the chair. I'm still in a fair amount of pain and now extremely ticked off that this bench is making a scene. The flight attendant comes over, FA from now as she's called. "Ma'am, what exactly are you trying to do here?"
"I just need this chair. Look, tell her she'll be allowed on the plane again if she just gives me this chair."
"Ma'am, she's done nothing wrong. Please leave her alone. She's an injured traveler. The chair is for her."
"The chair is for people who need it, and right now my son needs it. She's been rude and has attacked my son. If she won't give me her chair, I want her removed from the flight right now."
"Ma'am, you're harassing other passengers. That is not allowed. Now, I will give you one chance to calm down. Apologize to this young lady and hope that she doesn't wish to press charges."
"Charges for what? For being a bench? How is she even allowed on a plane with that thing? That's illegal. It's probably feral and will attack everyone during the flight."
Me, now fed up and ticked that she's talking crap about my cat, says, "Lady, I have asked you multiple times to leave me alone. My cat has a ticket. He is allowed to be here and travel with me. And now it seems like he's a lot better trained and well behaved than your little crap stain of a kid. Though I'm not surprised he's turning out this way when his mother is behaving like a fudging child. Get out of my face before I take the lady's advice and press charges." Ma'am, she's allowed to have a cat. She's paid for a ticket for her animal. It is perfectly legal and within airline rules. Your behavior, however, is not. This is my last warning for you. Please leave this passenger alone." The entitled mother is red in the face. She pulls her kid up and starts walking away, and they stand about 5 feet from me, glaring at me. I'm now weary and keeping an eye on them. She whispers something to him, and before I know it, he's running at full speed and basically aiming for my cat carrier. I don't know what he planned to do, but my mama cat instincts kicked in and I stuck my leg out just in time. The kid jumped and basically fell onto my boot, effectively blocking him from landing on my cat, while also gleaning a scream from me because, "Fuck, that crap hurt my leg!" The flight attendant has had enough. She calls for security and then comes to check on me. as I am now crying along with the spawn of Satan. He ran to his mummy, and the entitled mother is now holding him, and she looks ready to tear into me.
Why would you hurt my child like that, you witch?
Why would you send your kid to attack me or my cat? This is the second time he's gotten hurt doing some stupid crap you told him to do.
I would never.
But Mom, you said to sit in the kiddie's box and squish him as hard as I can. The entitled mother to her kid says,
Shut up! That is not what I said.
Security arrives and the flight attendant tells them that they need to remove a passenger. Entitled mother, for some fudging reason, thinks she's still in the ride and steps aside to tell the guys,
She's right there. Take her away. She hurt my kid.
The flight attendant and I share a gobsmacked look before she turns to entitled mother. Ma'am, you and your child will not be allowed to fly with us today. Security will escort you out and your bags will be retrieved when possible. Please gather your things and follow these gentlemen. Entitled mother looked like someone slapped her with a fish.
What do you mean? She's the one who's being rude. You need to kick her off the flight. I'm fine. I haven't done anything wrong. My son and I will be getting on this plane as he has to be back for summer camp. We can't afford to find a new flight, so we will be staying.
You will not be allowed in this flight. Not today, not ever. Please calmly leave with these men, or they will drag you out. She tries to protest some more, but eventually takes her hellspawn and leaves with security, cussing me out and telling me Jesus has a special place in hell for people like me. And finally, I get to fly in peace. I had to go to the doctor's the next day, and my ankle definitely didn't take those hits well. I'll be in the boot longer than anticipated. The airline called me to get my statement and offered me vouchers as compensation for my troubles, and informed me that the passenger had been barred from traveling with their airline in the future. I think they're just happy that I'm not pressing charges. My fur baby and I are home and cuddled in bed, and I hope that bitch had to spend so much extra money to get her kid home on time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments, and definitely click like and subscribe if you want some more great quality episodes. Until next time, this has been Marky, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!